Hello everyone, and welcome to my Iconic Goodbyes channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. YNR spoilers for Thursday, March 6th, advice, boundaries, and intelligence required. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, March 6th, indicate that plot changes are on the way in Genoa City. Someone seeks guidance from a trustworthy loved one, two ex-partners establish boundaries, and a character hopes their sister will share some information. What could fans expect from Thursday's show? It's time to dig right in. Claire Newman seeks advice from her grandmother. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, March 6th reveal that Claire Newman will seek advice from the finest person possible, her grandmother, Nikki Newman. Nikki has been through almost everything in her life, thus she will most certainly be able to provide Claire with valuable knowledge. It sounds like the young woman is jealous of Kyle Abbott and Summer Newman's relationship, so what will Nikki say to calm her down? Kyle Abbott sets boundaries. Speaking of Kyle, it appears that Kyle will create some boundaries for Summer. Fans are aware that his relationship with Claire is rubbing her the wrong way, and she has been playing some petty games to feed him on his new girlfriend's worries. Kyle, what kind of lines will you put in the sand to keep Summer on track? Will Summer respect Kyle's boundaries? Fans will need to tune in to find out. Devin Hamilton Winters wants intel. Finally, Devin Hamilton Winters hopes his sister will do him a favor by giving some information. Lily Winters is developing a friendship with Damian Kane and learning more about him via Victor Newman. Devin seemed to be interested in learning more about Damian, but will Lily disclose what she knows? If Devin becomes doubtful of Damian and his intentions, will she protect him? Is Lily beginning to fall for Nate Hastings' half-brother? The Young and the Restless spoilers, who will propose marriage first, Billy to Sally or Adam to Chelsea? According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Billy Abbott and Adam Newman are clearly competing. That is especially true now that Newman Media will be competing against Abbott Communications. However, the antagonism goes deeper than that, since there is also some romantic rivalry going on. Chelsea Lawson's cheating on Adam eventually pushed Billy and Sally Spectra together. Although Adam has moved on and appears to sincerely want Chelsea, Billy's relationship with Sally still stings a little. It could also foster a competitive atmosphere amongst the couples as their love tales progress. Adam vows to be patient with Chelsea, but YNR followers know this has never been his strong point. Similarly, Billy is an impulsive individual who frequently makes risky decisions without fully considering the consequences. With that in mind, we must ask, who will propose marriage first? Will Adam propose to Chelsea or will Billy go down on one knee for Sally? Chelsea and Adam have evidently been married before, and she has already moved in with him. Adam and Chelsea may begin to feel like a married couple as they grow deeper into love and share a home. That could lead Adam to get ahead of himself and forget about patience, especially after reconnecting with Chelsea in the bedroom. Adam has been known to propose prematurely and at inopportune times in recent years, and he may continue this trend. Of course, we need consider the chance that Billy will purchase an engagement ring and attempt to rush Sally to the altar first. If Billy proposes too quickly, it may shock Sally out and jeopardize their relationship. Bottom line, Adam and Billy are both known for self-sabotage, so either of them might derail things with a proposal that comes too soon. Because Billy and Adam feel compelled to compete with one another, it is possible that their romantic developments will be rushed as well. Do you think Adam will be first in line to push for a wedding? Could Billy be the one who hurries a marriage proposal to Sally? According to The Young and the Restless spoilers, Billy and Adam will continue to compete, so stay tuned for more love story predictions and updates on any upcoming engagement news. The Young and the Restless recap for Thursday, March 6th, Summer lies to Kyle, and Claire confesses her worst fear to Nikki. The Young and the Restless recap for Thursday, March 6th, indicates that Summer Newman will lie to Kyle Abbott, while Claire Newman shares her biggest fear with Nikki Newman. Claire will come at the GCAC to discover Kyle holding Summer and comforting her over Phyllis Summer's departure. After Claire contacts the exes, Summer will make subtle comments about Claire's employment and remind them of the horrific things she did to the Newmans. Summer will also request a lift back to the workplace from Kyle, so Claire will be unhappy with their seeming closeness. Nikki will notice some odd tension as she walks over. After Kyle and Summer leave, Claire will tell Nikki that Summer appears to be having problems with her relationship. Claire will be concerned that Summer wants Kyle back. From Claire's perspective, Summer appears to be becoming increasingly aggressive and emboldened lately. Claire will be left wondering if Victor Newman is attempting to push Summer back in Kyle's direction. Nikki will admit that Summer has a lot of her mother in her and can be a bit of a bull in a china shop. Although Nikki adores her granddaughters equally, she will want to preserve Claire's happiness and not make her feel intimidated. Back with Summer, she will appear calm as she visits Crimson Lights with Kyle. After Kyle questions whether Summer has a problem with his relationship, Summer will pretend that she only has some leftover protective feelings. Summer will question Kyle about whether his romance with Claire is truly worthwhile, given Victor's unwavering opposition. Kyle's assurance that it's worth it will make Summer question if he's falling for Claire. Kyle won't be ready to make that pronouncement just yet, but he will offer a good prediction about the future. After Kyle seeks further proof that Summer is not unhappy with his relationship, she will claim she has too much on her plate and is unconcerned about it. Summer, on the other hand, will undoubtedly be lying based on her expression when Kyle climbs out of the car. Amy Lewis will give Nate Hastings glowing reports on her supper with Damian Kane. Nate will also have good news because his cancer specialist friend from Chicago will be visiting Amy today to discuss treatment possibilities. Anything that gives Amy additional time is a good thing, and she will be grateful to Nate. Damian will cross paths with Lily Winters and Devin Winters at the cafe in Thursday's episode of YNR. Devin will confront Damian immediately after Lily introduces him to her brother for pretending to own Aristotle Dumas firms. Damian will understand that more research has been conducted on him, but he will also hint that there is much more to the story. Damian's evasion and defensiveness will further heighten Devin's suspicions about what he is hiding. Damian, on the other hand, will claim that his shady behavior has been justified since Nate made a phony job offer, not to mention the other life-changing disclosures hurled at him. Lily will appear more understanding than Devin and agree to review her schedule when Damian invites her to dinner again tonight. Devin will be apprehensive about Lily getting too close to Damian, essentially setting herself up for disappointment. Damian will return to Nate's place and invite Amy to join him for lunch. When Damian learns about the cancer specialist appointment, he'll appear optimistic and insist it's considerably more important. Dr. Carol Kelly will arrive for a preliminary consultation with Amy, so Nate will suggest lunch with Damian while the women examine the situation. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that Damian and Nate will take the initial steps toward connecting, but can Damian be trusted? The Young and Restless kidnappers' latest riddle, oops, reveals their identity. The voice who kidnapped Sharon and Phyllis from the Young and the Restless may have gone too far with the clue he left for his victims on March 4th. What is absolutely valuable and free, he inquired. The answer is obvious, time. On the one hand, it's invaluable, on the other, you don't have to load it onto your debit card. But, you might wonder, how does this indicate the abductor's identity? Simple. Who would wish to make Sharon and Phyllis comprehend the value of time? Their loved ones, even the one we were certain was the guilty party for a brief period of time. However, considering the family's concerns about Sharon and Phyllis, this does not make sense. After Ian and Jordan's treatment of Sharon and Phyllis, it would be difficult to willingly subject them to additional trauma. Who is left out? Ian. We know he's alive, and Victor, Nick, and company don't, which is a major plot hole. How could they not have wanted to see the villain's body go into the incinerator? But I digress. Ian, being reformed, would consider it a good deed, causing Sharon and Phyllis to think on all the time they've wasted yelling at each other. On the other hand, Ian, who is as furious as a hatter, could get his retribution by saying that now that their eyes and hearts have been opened, he intends to kill them both. You pushed us to admit that we may have been friends all these years just to ensure that we couldn't be friends in the future? Sharon and Phyllis inquire, astonished. Goody. You understand perfectly, Ian says. First, you had to realize your mistakes. You now have to face the repercussions of your foolish feud. You squandered every opportunity available to you too. You've run out of opportunities. You are all out of time. But, he continues, congratulations on winning the game. Ian then leaves, never to return. Will Sharon and Phyllis actually die? Of course not. The show is equally likely to kill them as it is to alter its name from Young and Restless to CEOs and Psychos. But if they are rescued, both they and we will face a very uncertain future. What would the soap be like if they really talked to each other rather than strike out at one another? The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, March 6th, Nikki's wisdom, Lily questioned, and Kyle's boundaries. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Thursday, March 6th, 2025 are available. Fans may anticipate Nikki Newman to impart some wisdom with Claire Grace Newman on tomorrow's program. Kyle Abbott establishes boundaries with Summer Newman. Devin Hamilton Winters also queries Lily Winters about Damian Kane. Victor Newman's Freak Out on Thursday, March 6th. Viewers may expect a sequel to Victor Newman's Freak Out. Victor burst while discussing Claire and Kyle with Nikki, Jack Abbott, and Diane Jenkins Abbott. Victor was vehemently opposed to Nikki's suggestion that Claire make her own relationship decisions. Nikki Newman's wisdom after Victor's meltdown. Nikki will speak with Claire. Claire is well aware that her grandfather disapproves of Kyle. Claire may not comprehend how far Victor will go to dominate his family's lives. If Victor honestly believes Kyle is harmful for Claire, he will scheme, manipulate, lie, and destroy the relationship. Claire is still relatively new to the family. Claire is aware that Victor has done some dubious things, but she may be unaware of how harshly he dominates his family. Nikki could try to warn Claire. Nikki might also tell Claire how to deal with her grandfather. Kyle Abbott's boundaries. The Young and the Restless spoilers for tomorrow hint that Kyle will need to establish some solid boundaries with Summer. Kyle wants to be there for Summer in the wake of Phyllis Summer's disappearance. Summer, on the other hand, may become overly reliant on him. It may compel Kyle to remind Summer that they are friends and co-parents, not a romance. Of course, Summer will dismiss it as a minor issue. Summer, on the other hand, is definitely eager to have Kyle back. Thursday, March 6th, 2025, finally, there are Lily and Devin. Devin looks to be going to grill her about Damian. Nate Hastings has already told them to back off. Nate was outraged when Lily asked Victor to investigate Damian's past. Regardless of the agreement, Lily and Devin may decide that there are too many red flags. Lily may be so determined to discover the truth about Damian that she is willing to lead him on. That is not Lily's regular mode of operation, but if her stomach is screaming loudly enough, she may play a player, so keep tuned. The Young and Restless are set to replace Victor and Jack. It needed to happen. The Young and the Restless finally had to introduce a character who was powerful and charming enough to succeed Victor and Jack as Genoa City's most prominent tycoons. If it just maintained the existing quo indefinitely, we'd be left with nothing but lather, rinse, repeat versions of Victor and Jack's never-ending rivalry. So we eagerly await the introduction of Aristotle Dumas. You've already heard about the Mystery Man, and if you frequent soaps.com on a regular basis, you've probably read about him as well. He doesn't sound like a typical businessman. He appears to be destined to have a considerably greater impact than Tucker, who, upon his return to Genoa City, laid a million plans, none of which ever hatched. We wouldn't be shocked if Aristotle avoided confronting Victor and Jack. We picture him to be above it all, so wealthy and powerful that he says, "Nah, I don't want your insignificant businesses. I have 204 of my own, thanks." Wouldn't that irritate Victor? Aristotle's debut will not only electrify the canvas with a new mover and shaker, but it will also provide Genoa City's ladies with a potential love interest in addition to their exes. We all assume Sharon will end up back with Nick. But if she captures Aristotle's eye, will they be reunited? Similarly, we expect Phyllis and her former flame Billy to rekindle their romance. Aristotle could put a big question mark over that replay, giving Phyllis an enticing but intriguingly unknown alternative. He might even rouse Victoria awake and show her that the dim light in her eyes when she's with Cole pales in comparison to the sparks she can throw at him. Best of all, we can keep Victor and Jack front and center. They will just have to accept the truth that they are no longer the only, and certainly not the largest, game in town. Aristotle might even turn Nikki and Diane's heads, just for fun. What are your thoughts? Do you look forward to meeting Mr. Big Stuff? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.